What is up, you guys? Gamer Life Studio here, back at it with another GTA 6 update video. In today's video, we got a lot of things to discuss. We got to go over. There's a bunch of things, but at the time of this recording right now, I know probably people are looking outside, seeing the mountain of snow right now, and we know we're not going to be going to work. Kids not going to school, and you're probably stuck in the house and wondering, hey, where's those GTA 6 update videos, huh? You know, I got people at the job nagging me too, and I'm like, look, man, look, I will make a video, okay? I gotta wait till the end of the month, right? So when the dust does settle down, right, and all these grifters out here is done making these garbage, regurgitating, non-information, misleading information, pretty much videos, when that settles down, I'll come out and I make a realistic, no drama video, all this bullshit. We can get straight into yes or no questions and bring up awareness, like, you know, like other YouTubers don't bring up, you know, like what you should be really focusing on and what you should be aware what's going on with GTA 6. This is that type of video. Okay, we cut the noise. We cut the bullshit out. We're going straight in. And you know how we do around here, okay? We're going to start from the top, work our way down, and we'll wrap it up at the end of this video with a calendar update. I will show the calendar in the middle of this video, but I'm not going to go into depth until the end of the video once everything is wrapped up and everything is being talked about, okay? So again, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? I got loads of videos on here, okay? I'll be posting up. I do have some other video projects on the way, in the works, so be a little patient on that. But without further ado, let's dive into the GTA 6 update video. What's going on with GTA, right? So with that being said, let's start off with the you know what, the grifters, okay? These two are not grifters. Again, I have respect for All Eyes on Jet. You should go and subscribe to his channel, and also you could go and subscribe to Grey Guardian's channel as well. These are really cool content creators. I have listened to both of these videos because we have a problem every time. Like, again, I got people at the job nagging the fuck out of me, say, hey, where's the GTA 6 video, man? I need some updates, man. I'm starving. I'm like, yo, chill, man. You know, I gotta wait. You gotta wait, man. You gotta wait. But don't worry, I got everything all collected for you. But we gotta talk about these GTA grifter ass videos, because to be honest with you, I listened to both of them, right? Shout out to Grey Guardian, shout out to All Eyes on Jet. I listened to both, and both of them is just basically, like, again, I agree, and I'm getting tired of it. I think people at the point where they just don't care about GTA 6. They don't care. You got these fanboys are just waiting for GTA 6. Like, oh my god, just go play. If you're not a gamer, you know, like, those type of people are just fucking casuals at this point. If you're just waiting for one fucking game, you're just a fucking casual. You're not no damn gamer. I don't give a fuck what you say. Oh yeah, I'm a gamer and stuff like that. You ain't no goddamn gamer. You're just a fucking casual, and it's okay to be a casual gamer. You're a casual gamer. That's fucking you. Don't try to act or pretend like you're part of the inner circle, just like the rest of these fucking people right here, right? All these people, right? Oh, look at this. All this shit. GTA 6 news is crazy. Blah blah blah. We already know the grifters. The grifters, every day they always got to make a fucking video. Yo, Mr. Boss for the win bullshit. All these motherfuckers. And this is where it comes in for that other problem right here, where nobody just don't care about GTA 6. Yes, because guess what? They are subscribing to people's fucking channel because of the fact that they keep regurgitating the same garbage. And then we already know how they're gonna do. They're gonna use the AI shit, right? And they probably also make up some bullshit ass information like, oh, it's gonna get delayed, the Rockstar building got exploded, oh no, and all this bullshit, which is not even true. This is just basically doing a whole bunch of fucking fear mongering, and it's hilarious. It's like, yo, you guys gotta stop this bullshit. This is why I tell these people all the time, unsubscribe to their channel, Okay, if you want realistic GTA update videos, it's only one click away. You can come to my channel, subscribe, and just wait and be patient. That's how you know, like, okay, at least this person not gonna make a whole bunch of fucking videos back to back to back to back, just talking about a bunch of nonsense or nothing burgers or anything like that. No proof, no evidence, right? Because for me, I don't need to rely on insiders, okay? You can look at surface level evidence and past previous games that Rockstar has put out. The evidence is right there in front of us. What we have to do is we got to use our cognitive brain and put those pieces together. And I'm here to help you with that, okay? I'm here to put those pieces together so then it can make all sense. So, like, again, I always advocate for people, please unsubscribe to people's channels if you have a bunch of GTA regurgitating motherfuckers, unsubscribe to them ASAP, okay? Because that's where people are just at the point where they just don't care, they're not excited. And I totally understand, because you keep hearing the same regurgitating information, the same type of garbage, the same type of fear mongering and all this other bullshit. And that just leads to very toxic, you know, it leads to toxic. You need to, you know, detox yourself away from that bullshit and just be subscribing to one channel or two that just talks about GTA lightly. Like when news drop about something, they'll talk about it and then they don't talk about it for quite some time. They're not going to be making GTA 6 regurgitating videos every single day, because it's fucking annoying. Okay, it really is, right? And I'm pretty sure you're annoyed about it too. I am, definitely. All right, but again, shout out to Great Guardian, shout out to All Eyes on Jet. Go and subscribe to their channels. They're really cool content creators, right? And don't forget to subscribe to mine's, please. Really do appreciate that. But yeah, you know, like, again, like, unsubscribe to these goofy ass channels, because, like, again, you hear the same bullshit, like, yo, like, oh, I got an insider at Rockstar, you know, like, I got a janitor there and my cousin worked there and the janitor told my cousin. These bullshit ass lies, like, talking about they got insiders. All of these motherfuckers, each and every channel that fucking does that, or says it, or even mentioning from somebody else's fucking channel or whatever, they do not have no fucking insiders at Rockstar, period. Okay, they don't. They really fucking don't. Okay, let's just all keep it a buck there. So without that being said, please make sure you go through your channel history. It's 2026. Unsubscribe to most of these fucking people's channel. Just go to subscribe to mine if you want real GTA 6 update videos and content, and, you know, really talking about it and pointing shit out. So with that being said, let's move on to GTA 6. What's been going on with it, right? So I said in my previous video, right, I said that Rockstar, from the incident that they have with their whole, I think it was their leaks that happened, I guess, like, some of their employees was on Discord, they got in trouble, they union busting. It's just basically is a big old fat mess, right? It's a mess. Okay, let's just put it like that. We don't know what is true, what's not true. Could be, you know, union busting, could not be union busting. I personally, and you probably don't give a fuck about it, but I'm just mentioning it again. In my previous video, I said that Rockstar, after that situation, they most likely going to be keeping their fucking heads down, okay? And they're going to be working on GTA 6, you know, whatever they're going to do, like testing wise and, you know, this, that, and the third, right? That's what they basically, you know, doing at this point, right? They're in that phase. They're on testing phase right now, right? Just seeing how the game works, how they operate, how the mission structures work. I think that's what they're mainly doing and stuff like that. So let's get into the first news story, because I already know the grifters out here probably has already made a couple of videos not that long ago talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 developer office at Rockstar by an explosion. rocked it by an explosion. So they all, you know, ran with this, and they all say, oh my god, this could be like the end of GTA 6, you know, it might get delayed, probably the computers got damaged and all this bullshit. All right, let's cut the bullshit out of here. All right, their shit is perfectly fine, okay? It's basically down over there. You're probably already reading this, but it's at the boiler. I'm not going to regurgitate this information because it's boring as fuck. But long story short, the boiler room inside of a building of Rockstar headquarters got blown the fuck up. Everybody's okay. Nobody was hurt. They had to temporarily shut down the building, fire department, whatever. And then they just reopened the building and everybody was going back to work, right? Now, if you know, you know, right? If you work at a corporate, you know, kind of like, you know, workforce, you pretty much, if you know, you know, right? I know a couple of people at my job, you know how this bullshit works, right? If you work at like one of these little mom and pop shop, you probably don't know, but most likely this is like normal bullshit. Sometimes shit might happen, false alarms, right? And then they just go back into the building, everything is fine. So it's just one of those days for Rockstar. It's crazy for them that they had to go through court with the union busting and stuff like that, and now they got this on top of it, which it was like, okay, all right, but just letting you know. But we already know the grifters out here is probably running with it, saying, oh my god, it's delayed, they got the building exploded, there's computer damages everywhere, man, I got an insider over there, they fucking told me. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, okay? Nobody cares. All right, all of their shit is fine. We're talking Rockstar here, okay? They probably got that shit backed up. Like, any game, anything that they are working on, right? Inside, you know how that shit works is basically they have a backup driver within a backup driver, okay? They make sure that this game is not going to lose any data, and they will not be starting from scratch, okay? They got builds upon other builds, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, they have one build like is basic, and then they make another version of that build and copy it and make another build of that. So let me tell you something. Rockstar in their buildings, in terms of their software and their backup tools and stuff like that, they're not going to lose this game that easily. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? The game doesn't just run on just one computer, and then if this computer breaks, that's it, the game is gone forever. Like, it doesn't work that way. They make sure that all of those computers are sync, like any workstation in that building, and every developer that they're working on, whether it's like artists, writers, music, whatever it is, everything is getting back the fuck up in that building, okay? High speed, okay? So by the time when they leave out of work, most likely before they leave, everything is getting back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything that they saved on there, and everything is just gonna be backed up, like, easily. It ain't gonna take no a long time to do. So they got builds of GTA within builds. So basically, like, the build number, they could probably got multiple build numbers. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And that's not just for Rockstar, that goes for any devs out there, okay? It's not that fucking hard to back up your shit. So with that being said, now let's go answer some questions here, right? Is GTA will be delayed till 2027? And I'm going to answer that question right now. The answer is no, it is not going to get delayed till 2027, okay? Let's go check out the calendar real quick. I'm not going to go over this. I'll go over it towards the end, but I just want to point something out right here, that there used to be the original release date right here, and then a couple months later they delayed it again right here, and they put it all the way down to here, 2026 on the 19th. The original one was this one right here in May. The other one was right here. They announced it and then they delayed it. They announced it saying it's going to get delayed, but then the release will be whatever was for this. Then they said, hey, we're going to delay it again. So now they pushed it back all the way here towards holiday season. And I was right about that, okay? So the original one was right here, the 26th. and they put it right here to the 2019, November 19th, 2026. That right there, I have a good feeling that is going to be, is going to be released. Now, what you could say is like what is going to get delayed most likely is going to be the online is going to get delayed. The online 2.0 most likely going to get delayed. Okay, I'm gonna just give you I'm gonna give you like basically there's basically two options that Rockstar can do, right? There's option A and there's option B. So let's go with option A first. Option A, what they most likely going to do is they're going to release the single player game and they're going to delay the GTA Online 2.0. They're going to delay that and just release the single player game on the 19th. Okay, that's option A. Okay, option B, if they want to release the online and the GTA 6 game together, like one launch window, then most likely they will have to delay it. Okay, most likely they will delay it until 2027, but I'm pretty sure, I have a feeling that they are just going to go with option A. I don't think they don't want to delay it any further, so they just say, let's just release the single player game right now. The shareholders will be happy. And then we'll just announce saying, hey, the GTA Online 2.0, we're working on it. It needs some time to cook. So we're going to delay that. However, the single player game is ready to go. Personally for me, I think that's perfectly fine, right? And then we have evidence to prove that, right? Like again, we see right here, back right here, right? I want to see if there's the delay evidence, because I know they did delay it, right? Okay, so there it is. So you see right here is on May 2nd, and then right here, this was the original delay, right? So you see it right here, it was on the 26th. Right, and then they put out a whole bunch of news dump for the game, right? And then I think a couple months later, right, and they delayed it again. That's for sure. Not 2026. It should be on November or something. Where is it? I might pass it. Where is it? Yeah, that's the old one. Sorry, my bad. Let me just see if I can find it. Where is it? Because I know they posted it saying, yeah, we delayed it again and blah blah blah, unless they took it down. But there it is, November. October, November. I guess they did take it down, but they had another delay window, whatever, or better yet, this is, okay, right here, I'm sorry. So this one right here, it says Grand Theft Auto whatever is going to release right there, and that was posted on November 6, 2025. So I think they took that newswire down, they just put it up. They put it up there, but they had the original one down there. My bad. But yeah, so there's proof right there that that's what they, what they're going to do, and most likely they're just going to release that, right? Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So there's that, right? So with that being said, now we get to the second question. What do we call it? Will GTA 6? another one when they keep running this bullshit, which is GTA 6 is going to have trailer 3 release gameplay footage of that. And I'm going to tell you, no, the trailer 3 will not be gameplay footage. You might see a sliver of it, but gameplay footage doesn't typically release until closer to release. Okay, so we can go back on here, right? And like I said before, on this calendar, I said, okay, if we know the launch date is here, right, which is on the 19th, then the official GTA 6 gameplay trailer is not going to be released until September to October, usually 2 months or a month before, you know, before release, before the launch window of that game, right? It might kickstart early as August, right? But trailer 3 most likely is going to be due to the fact of, again, if we go, I think, where we gotta go, let's go back up here, because trailer 3 most likely we have to, I think they're going to show the individual characters, right? Because again, usually in the last Grand Theft Auto game, right, the last one, GTA 5, we had character ones like, you know, Jason, you know, like, right, you know, Trevor, Michael, Franklin, right? They have those trailers. So I'm thinking trailer 3 might most likely be like character introductions. And again, they got a whole bunch of characters right here, which they could make trailers for, whatever. We can learn more about them, what their involvement is and stuff like that. Sure, we got each individual where we can just go on here and read it, but we don't see, like, you know, like gameplay of it. You know what I'm saying? We don't see like Jason gameplay wise, like, you know, how he's involved and stuff like that. So we got to see how that goes, right? We got to see how Lucia. So again, we don't know whether Jason and Lucia are going to have separate trailers, or they're gonna put them, Jason and Lucia, together in one trailer in trailer 3. That's where I personally don't know, but be expecting is going to be more character trailers, right? Showing off the characters, what they do. You might get a slither of gameplay, but again, I will much rather feel, you know, more comfortable in seeing the actual official gameplay trailer, because things might change, you know, right? Again, when we go to here, right, hold on, let me just go see it right here. See, this is Grand Theft Auto 5 official gameplay trailer, and this has been posted 12 years ago, but you see the date right here is on July 9th, 2013. The game came out in September, so July, August, September. You know what I'm saying? It's like a month or 2 months away before release of the game, because look, the release is right here. It's on September 7th. It's September 17th, 2013. So July, August, September. That's literally about 2 months. So if you want the official gameplay, you know, trailer of Grand Theft Auto 6, right? Most likely, like, again, it's going to be on our calendar. Like I said before, GTA 6 official gameplay trailer is going to be around here. You will not get official gameplay trailer in trailer 3, because it's too early, especially if they releasing it up here. We're nowhere near close to here to launch. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, official gameplay trailer is probably not going to be around towards September, October to see the official gameplay. Okay, it could start early or late August, but most likely I will say it might be a 2 month window before launch. So most likely it's going to be around here. Okay, there you go. So at least we got that out the way. So don't expect trailer 3 to be like, oh my god, like most likely it's probably going to be character stuff, because again, in previous Rockstar games, in their trailers, they showed off the character of Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. Are we going to get that throughout March, April, May, June, July? And also more information about the game? Absolutely. But again, the marketing may not kick up until February. So we're going to have to wait. Okay, just wait and be patient. Hold on. All right. So at least we know a couple of things. That one, they're going with option A. They're not going to delay the, they're not going to delay this game. They're going to put out the single player. They're probably going to delay the online. They're going to delay that most likely, right? And at least now we know that, again, trailer 3, right? Because I know a lot of people was running and grifting about trailer 3. We're going to have gameplay footage and this and that. You're not going to get no gameplay footage again, because the gameplay footage in some of these some of the stuff that we've seen, and plus, like, again, if we go to Rockstar, right, and we see, like, again, all of the places and stuff like that, right, like, like seeing all this, right, let's go right here real quick, like seeing all this, the wildlife, the pedestrians and stuff like that, right, we've seen all this stuff, but again, we don't know whether this is like official, like this is what we're going to see, this is what we're going to get, or we're going to get something slightly different. Again, they didn't finalize the gameplay yet, and again, it has to be ported down towards consoles, right? So I will say wait till the official one. Don't worry about trailer 3, because trailer 3, most likely the gameplay footage that you see right there might change or be some sort of placeholder, and the official one, like, again, the graphics and stuff like this might look a little different, might look slightly, something, right? Because again, they got to port the game down to consoles. So I'm just throwing it out there, just an example, right? So at least we got those two out the way. So now let's move on to this part right here, which is the Jason Schreier report. Now, again, I don't rely on Jason Schreier with his news report. I can care less about that fucking man. But a lot of people went buck wild over this. So, and I got another article right here. So we're going to discuss both of them. And I'm going to clarify some things, because you know how it is. There's a lot of grifters out here doing a lot of misinformation. So I'm going to clear this up once and for all. Okay, GTA 6 let's start off with the new this article right here. So GTA 6 may not yet be content complete, and other release delay is possible, claims Jason Schreier, right? And also there was another news kind of related to this, which is the whole, what I was saying earlier about the whole case between the union, the ex, Rockstar devs, when they, claimed that Rockstar is union busting and stuff, but Rockstar came in and say, hey, you was sharing secrets on this Discord, blah blah blah, we're gonna take you to court. It's a big giant mess, but they going through court with that, and one of the courts revealed that top secret, whatever online stuff, which I don't know why this is top secret. This is fucking nothing. This is bullshit. I think anybody can make a guess already at this, like, how many players is going to be. It's going to be 32 players online mode, in a private Discord. Like, whoopee-doo, like 32, like, okay, like we've been playing Battlefield fucking whatever 4 with 32 fucking players in the lobby. This ain't fucking new. For Rockstar, this ain't nothing new to me. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, okay, if they put 32, cool, right? I'm not whatever. But then, again, you got other people out here like, well, GTA Online regarding the sequel to multiplayer servers online, and then they said they claiming like, Rockstar reportedly aiming 96 players per session, which is a load of dog shit. It's a load of shit. Jesus fucking Christ. My God, these people just don't understand how Rockstar works. Okay, so let's break this down, right? Let's break down two of these articles right here that I just read. First of all, when Jason Schreier says, content may not be complete or not ready, he's mostly talking about GTA Online 2.0 content that is incomplete. Okay, for single player in the world, in the game itself, for that's already been done and established. Okay, that's already ready to go. Okay, the cars, the world, right? Like, again, if we look at the surface level evidence, I mean, clearly you could see here it's mostly pretty much fucking done, right? Characters, this, that, the nightclub, right? All this stuff, right? So we can see it right here. Like, the content is pretty much already set in stones, right? You know, it's already done. The content, the world map for the single player game, that is done. They're probably testing stuff out, you know, whatever, right? And like, again, like, I don't know if I need to show evidence of this, but just want to clarify something just to let you know that I do have the whatchamacallit, the GTA 6 clips, right? I can't play it, but I can show you it, right? Which you can see it right here. Hey, hold on, let me blow it up. And you can see the content right here, right? You can see I got the GTA 6 clips. This is from a while ago, okay? But most likely, all this content and stuff is most likely done, and they're just in testing phase, fixing stuff up, whatever they need to do, changing the seats and stuff. Putting it in the right place, the steering wheel, all that stuff. I mean, it is top secret, but like, again, I can't play it because I might, you know, get demonetized, but I can still show you like the clips, like here, what it looks like. But again, it's like everybody can have it, but you could go look it up for yourself. But single player wise, that is done, right? That is done. In terms of multiplayer, I think they still need a lot of work. I don't think it's ready for prime time. I think that's why, like I said earlier before, what I said that they most likely going with option A, where they're going to release the single player game, keep the shareholders happy, keep us happy, but then just say, hey, we're going to delay GTA Online 2.0 for GTA 6. We're going to delay that. It needs some more time in the oven, which is fair. And that's where I think when he's talking about, you know, content may not be complete, is most likely due to the online, not for single player. Okay, so let's just make that clear, because like, again, even like, again, GTA 6 is massive, is new, it's on a new engine, right? We see it's like an upgraded engine than what we got from GTA 5. It's like a whole new game now. So, and they're trying to fit like 32 players in there for online. Like, shit. You know, like, this is a tall task, right? It is a tall task. However, let me make another thing to make clear about this. Just because GTA 6 single player game is complete, that doesn't mean they can't cut content. They might cut out features or things that are most likely they was planning on putting it in the game, may not have the time to really finish it. Okay, right now they got plenty of time, right? We're like, if we go back to the calendar, we're still in the month of January. So they got from February, March, April, May, June, July, about right there. So they pretty much got a 6 to 5 month window to whatever content or ideas that they might fit into the game or finish or, you know, clean up. But let's not get it twisted here, folks. They can still remove and cut content out of the game, or things that, you know, is in the game but is not available at all, right? Like we've seen from previous you know, Grand Theft Auto 5, like if you go look up a video yourself, you can see like they had like a whole bunch of content and stuff that was cut and never made it into GTA 5. We'll get to that part anyway, but I'm just letting you know that the game as a whole, like the main stuff, the main structures, the buildings and stuff like that, those things are fucking done. Like the pedestrians and stuff is mostly right now they're in testing phase. Okay, they're just testing it out, playing the game, seeing how everything works, the mission structures and stuff like that. That's what they're mainly focusing on, right? That's what they're mainly focusing on, right? We can see right here that, you know, again, you know, we can see that they have done a lot of work towards this game. So, which is good, you know, they put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, so it seems to be pretty much done. Okay, so there's that, right? Online is a different story. So we know right here with this IGN article, I think this is like, again, this is a tall order to ask. I'm putting like 96 players per session. I don't even think that's even feasible, let alone in this console generation. No way. This might be feasible for, like, let's say for the Grand Theft Auto game that we have right now, GTA 5. You know, if you're on PC and you're using 5M, I think that's feasible. But 96 players in GTA 6 and the amount of graphics and stuff like that, I don't think that's not going to work, because then you have to cut a lot of things back in order for that to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're probably sitting there saying, well, Battlefield did it, but again, Battlefield probably had to like optimize, cut some things here and there, make it, you know, whatever, to fit this amount of people or fit how many people, right? Because it's going to be crazy, you know, right? So if you're going to do that, right, for GTA Online, right, it most likely is like pedestrian is going to have to be cut back, the traffic is going to have to be cut back, right? It's like, it's going to feel like we're going back to like GTA 5 when it was bare bones. It was crazy. But might as well talk about each individual session here, right? Let's just break down the single player first, and then we'll break down the online multiplayer, right? So for this, right, I can tell you right now that, like, again, like I said before, they're going to make a bunch of fucking cuts. I can tell you that right now. So when we're talking about, you know, porting this game from, because they got to make it on PC and they got to port it onto the console and the hardware that they already have. So like the Xbox Series X, the S, PS5, right? Because I'm pretty sure if we go right here, because the evidence is right here in front of us, PS5, Xbox Series S and X and S. This right here is a clear sign, and especially for that S model right there, most likely this game is going to run at 30 FPS across the board. Because, like, again, if you think about it, even in, like, again, Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, if you remember that, if you look at the first Red Dead Redemption game, it's like, yeah, you know, it looks good, it looks whatever, right? It looks like a video game, right? But then when you look at and making comparisons to Red Dead Redemption 2, you could see a big fucking jump, right? Like graphics, character models, right? All that stuff. So that's a big fucking jump, and the evidence is right there. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, you already know. And if you didn't know, if you go back and try to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on a PlayStation 4, that shit sounded like a jet engine, right? Because it was struggling, okay? When you're playing on your PS5, it's less of that. But it's still struggling, but it's less of that struggle. But that PS4 and the Pro model, it was a fucking struggle to run Red Dead Redemption 2 on that shit. I promise you. And it's not, and even on the Xbox side too, it was struggling. So you could imagine, right? Because if we look at the game itself, right, and we look at the PS5 and Xbox Series S and S, this game and the graphics that we have seen thus far, and the screenshots, right, all this stuff, like, we can see right here that this game is definitely going to struggle. Okay, it's going to struggle, and most likely they might have to cut some things back. So whatever we seen on the trailer, like, oh yeah, you know, we got a whole bunch of pedestrians and stuff, right? Let's go back here, right? Like, if we go back here, right, we, you know, I will put like this for example, like here, right? You thinking like, oh yeah, they're gonna have a whole bunch of pedestrians walking and stuff like that, you know, this, that, and the third. I don't think we're not going to get all of this stuff. Most likely is going to get cut. Okay, it's going to get cut from the game. like most of the models, the characters and stuff like that, because they got to make it fit into the console and the hardware that we have. And we got old hardware. You got old hardware, and the hardware just gotten fucking expensive, right? It gotten fucking expensive. So now you have to pay more for this old ass hardware just to run this game, and this game is gonna have a bunch of cuts. Draw distances is gonna get cut. Cars are gonna get cut. Like the cars, like spawn rate is gonna dial down. This, that, and the third. There's gonna be a bunch of things. So don't think for a minute like, oh, if I look at this photo, man, I'm gonna get all of this in the game. No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. That's what we all thought when we saw like GTA 5, right? When we saw what the, let me go back up to here, right? Hold on, let me see if I can find it right here, right? This is the official gameplay trailer, right? You know, we all thought like during that time, right, we was gonna get all this stuff, right? You know, all of this stuff, right? We thought we were gonna get everything, right? But it wasn't, you know? It was okay, you know, but again, this is from like 2013. Then you can see the graphics right here. Look at the graphics right here. This looked like we're going back to PlayStation 2. And this was running on the 360 and the PlayStation 3. This game right here during that time was fucking struggling. Now, if we show a video of a gameplay footage of Grand Theft Auto right now, it looks more refined, it's cleaned up, and especially on PC, it even looks even fucking way better. You get all the content, the draw distances, everything else. So I'm just like, again, I'm just letting you guys know, I'm just tempering your fucking expectations. Don't expect like, you know, yeah, this photo that they fucking showing right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna get all. No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. Okay, so temper your expectations. Most likely everything is gonna get cut. So again, how much are they gonna cut it? Who knows? I don't know how much they're gonna cut it. But I tell you one thing, this is why I try to tell people, like, if you're gonna spend money, and especially if you're spending $100, $80, it's best to just wait for the PC version, right? If you still content to buying this game and playing it on console, you okay with that, then, you know, go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. I'm just letting you know what's the real deal, what's going on here, okay? So, right? So we know that's going to happen. We're going to have cuts. We're going to have probably features and things that are not, you know, that are still incomplete. But at least we know that a couple of silver linings here. At least we know that there is going to be a couple of features and stuff from previous games going to make its way to GTA 6. So, and if we already look at GTA Online right now, that you're currently playing right now for GTA 5 Online, that at least we know that the online and all the cars and most of the stuff and the things that they're doing, like the mansion DLC, that like those is probably going to make its way to a single player, right? Because if we go right here, right, we can see, like, I'm not going to play the video, but 20 insane details in Red Dead Redemption 2. Shout out to Games Best, right? And if you want to go watch the video, you can go watch the video yourself. But I want to go down here because he listed off a couple of features, that key features that could be in GTA 6 for single player. So not all is bad. Like, there's going to be some cuts, but there are also going to be some added features, you know, added into there. So because usually when you look at an old game or even their other games, like again Red Dead Redemption 2, you can get the idea that, hey, some of these features and these key things that's in Red Dead Redemption 2 most likely going to make its way to GTA 6. I'm not going to regurgitate all of the information. You can look up the video yourself, but you have an idea, like, okay, we most likely we're going to have, like, again, for example, like corpse decomposing animals. That can happen. Snowfall can fall from the trees. That could happen, right? These are all unique and interesting features and details that most likely going to make its way towards GTA 6 single player game, right? So it's going to be a fine line balance, you know, right? Until you got to wait till like maybe the next gen version of GTA 6, then they might say, okay, we can add more draw distances, we can add more cars respawning, we can add all this because they're on newer and better hardware. But currently in this hardware right now, in this generation that we're in, is not up to snuff. So be prepared for this shit to struggle. But at least, like, again, we're gonna have some features, things that might gonna be added, some might gonna be cut, right? Like, again, I don't know. But if you play the game and if you're playing online, you most likely will have an idea of like some of the features and stuff that's going to be into the game. So that's no secret at all, but I'm just letting you know as a reminder, right? And again, this is just another example right here, right, of like some of the coolest content cut from GTA 5, right? Like I said, like even some of those features and stuff that was cut could make its way into GTA 6 as well for single player, right? Like 6-star wanted level, right? Vehicles. So they had like all sorts of things that have been cut. Again, I'm not going to regurgitate the information. I'm just letting you know, like, even that game, you know, if you look up a video of some of the, you know, cut content, cut features in GTA 5, it could make its way into GTA 6. You know, they might can actually put it in the game and finish it this time, right? And even like, again, GTA Online with the mansion DLC, whatever, right? And they also got some interesting key features. Like, again, you know, you have like, again, like outdoor pool, you know, indoor stuff, right? You know, 20 vehicle garage that could be in GTA 6, where, you know, we have more garage space, more stuff to put in. Gym, right? That's another key features. Pets area, so now we got pets in the game, like, right? And we've seen that, right? We saw evidence that we saw pets as well, right? We saw pets, dogs, cats and stuff, I believe. Let me go back. I think we've seen it, right? Like, we've seen pets, dogs and cats and stuff. Let me check. Okay, right here. Yeah, see, like, we see like animals, right? We see alligators right here. So we do see wildlife, we do see pets. So that holds, you know, true. So if they're testing it for online, right, most likely it's going to make its way towards where GTA 6. So at that point, you could do your own little homework or research on it. You know, again, look up videos on Red Dead Redemption 2. You want to see some of the content that they have, stuff that features that they have, and then you can go back, look at GTA 5 cut content, you know, DLC and other things that they cut, and then you can look at some of the online stuff right now and see some of the features and stuff that they added into the game, you know, right? So there's that, right? So I'm just, like, again, I'm just letting you guys know, I'm just tempering your guys with, you know, expectations, like what to expect. I don't think we're gonna go back towards like a GTA like gameplay era that looks like this. Like, it looks like kind of like PlayStation 2-ish, you know, like looking like PlayStation 2 and stuff like that. I don't think we're not gonna go back to that era. But it's going to be most likely gonna be like, you know, like kind of like, you know, like more like desolate. Like, yeah, you got some cars right here, you got a few things, but it's not like you see it like you're gonna see like people like walking on the highway, some, you know, pedestrians, all this stuff. I think it's gonna be like this, maybe add in a little sprinkles and stuff like that, but that's about it for single player. So don't expect nothing like super like crazy, like, oh, we're gonna get some like PC graphics, draw distances are crazy. I don't think so, but it ain't gonna look like some PS2. It's gonna look better, but it's just not going to be like a whole bunch of like, you know, like things or everything around. It's going to most likely be like this, like you see right here in this scene. It's most likely going to be like this. Maybe added a few little cards here, maybe some pedestrians like changing a tire or something off the road or something. Most likely going to be like that, and probably they're going to have a better, you know, like overall like view distances and stuff like that. But don't expect anything fucking like crazy. during this GTA 6 console launch generation. Okay, so with that being the way, let's talk about Grand Theft Auto Online, right? The 2.0. Okay, I know people have been waiting for this. So let's start off with the first question. Is Grand Theft Auto is going to have character progression, like, you know, like the progression that you have in GTA 5? Is it going to carry over into GTA 6? Well, the answer to that question is no, it's not going to happen. Okay, evidence shows, and I got evidence to prove this, right? Because in Red Dead Redemption, right, Red Dead Redemption 1 had online, if you remember, and people ranked up and did all of that stuff. So then when Red Dead Redemption 2 came along, you know, right, they did no character transfer transfer, or they didn't even, like, you know, transfer your progression from there to there. It was a whole new game, right? Because Red Dead Online, if you look at that game itself in the engine, and then you look at Red Dead 2 Online, is a completely different game altogether in entirety. Okay, they are not the same. That's why they are not going to do like character progression or character transfer. So pretty much in this GTA Online 2.0, you're going to be starting brand fresh new. Now you're probably wondering, you know, that means I'm going to start from $0. I'm not going to have no money, blah blah blah. But I'm pretty sure when the time is right, whenever the pre-orders is going to go up, most likely they probably going to say on there in that pre-orders, they're going to say, hey, if you want to pre-order this game, you'll get this, this, and this, and also you get maybe $2 million, $3 million, $4 million starting on GTA Online when it's released, blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. So there you go. So you won't be broke, because if you're going to get the game anyway, you're going to pre-order it anyway, then you're going to have $1 million, $2, $3, $4 million, whatever the amount it is. They are going to do something like that along the lines. Just saying. So when it gets close to release, when the pre-order windows are open, that's most likely what they're going to do. Okay, so don't worry about that. So yeah, no character transfer. You're going to start brand new and fresh, right? In the next game, and has already been shown improved in Red Dead Online to Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, and they didn't do character progression or character transfers. So yeah, you pretty much we all going to be starting from scratch. Okay, we all going to be starting from scratch, and the reason why, right? Hold on, let me just make sure that I got this straightened out. Okay, hold on. All right. Yeah, so there it is. So just to make sure, the reason why they are they're doing that is because, like, again, I think the biggest question that I need to bring this up as, you know, awareness to everybody. But the biggest question is the in-game economy from GTA 5 is going to be the same as GTA 6 Online? To answer that question, is not going to be the same. It's going to be completely different. The in-game economy is going to be a lot different, right? Like I said before, when you look at Red Dead Redemption Online and you look at Red Dead Redemption 2, the economy for both of those games are completely fucking different. They are not the same. So given the fact that if you play Red Dead Online, or you know, whatever, right, or even just played in the game in general, you can see that graphically and the economy has changed dramatically. So again, in this game, right, in Grand Theft Auto Online, the in-game economy right now is fucking horrible, right? You want to know why it's horrible? It's because, like, again, if you probably haven't noticed, that some of those cars and prices doesn't make any fucking sense. Right, you had like cars that was like a old ass car that should cost like a couple $100,000 was costing anywhere up to the fucking millions. Then you had a special vehicle like the Oppressor Mark II, which is literally just a drop in a bucket to get, right? And that is like a flying vehicle, and you can have rocket missiles and blowing up people's shit, you know, right? So the in-game economy and everything surrounding it and the content is pretty much fucked up. And that's why a lot of people like kind of quit GTA Online right now, due to the fact that you got oppressor Mark 2s flying around, you got all of this crazy ass bullshit, you got trolls in that bitch, there's a lot of things that's, you know, like a lot of people just stop playing the game because they're trying to grind to get money to unlock all the content and play the game. But then you got people on there, it's just, you know, making it all difficult, right? And then when it makes it difficult for them to grind and play the game, they most likely just go back to their single player game, or they just stop playing it entirely and just go play something else, right? So will the next GTA 2.0, the in-game economy will change? Absolutely. I think we are going to see a big change. However, there's another problem too with this, because again, remember back in 2013, right, when GTA launched, it was launched pretty much bare bones, like online. Like there was barely any content. You could beat the missions and everything else in there within a week, within 2 weeks. It wasn't that hard to do, because if you play the single player, online is ain't going to be no difference. It's just the same map, but it's just you as an online playable character. Okay, you're not playing as the main character, you're just playing as yourself, right? So it was easy for them to play this game and beat all the content, and it was pretty much bare bones at launch. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that same thing again, where it's going to be pretty much bare bones, probably added in a few sprinkles here and there, most likely, because like again, like I said before with that article with Jason Schreier said, you know, content not complete. He's basically, to clarify, is GTA Online 2.0 content is incomplete. It's not complete yet. So they need to work on that, which that does make sense, right? Because again, they probably should learn the lessons from back when that first launch of that game, right? It was bare bones, barely anything to do. And the grind was like fucking ridiculously slow, right? You was earning up to a couple thousands, not even 100,000, just a couple like 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. I think the highest was like 50 something thousand at that time, right? And then they added more money, that payouts, like, hey, you can get 100,000, 200,000, right? So they had to, because like again, if the grind is so slow to get these vehicles and cars, people will just stop playing the game altogether, because it's like, bro, it's like, you know, I'm not gonna keep playing the same fucking Joe Smo missions for the 30th time. Remember those times where we have to be like, okay, you're gonna jump in online today, all right, they got double money right here, let's keep doing it over and over again, you know, let's stop the same fucking criminals over and over again. You know, like you kind of already know where they're gonna spawn at and their whatever, and then people took advantage of that. You know, it became boring. It became like a chore, right? I will hope that GTA 6, GTA 2, GTA Online 2.0 can fix those problems. Okay, and these are one of those key things. Like I think you all need to be aware of, because for one, the in-game economy will change. So the grind or whatever they have set up is going to be completely different than what you know right now. So don't expect expectations like, oh, it's going to be like the same. It's going to be completely different. That's for one. Number two, we don't know whether or not what kind of features or things that they're going to add into the game or content, or what are they going to fix, right? For example, the boring, repetitive missions that they had online at launch, we already know every single placement of those characters, and it was easy to beat the mission. Like you could do it over and over again to earn up to $1 million or whatever, right? So with that being said, right, they need to make sure that they're going to put the, you know, the online mission structures. They have to do randomized online mission structures. That's number one. Okay, they definitely need to do that, because if you're gonna go on there, play the mission, and it plays the same way, we're gonna have some problems, because it's gonna get boring and people are gonna stop playing it. So I will hope I will hope that they are going to do random mission structures, you know, for each whatever mission that they're going to have set up or whatever, right? And more activities to do. That's another thing too. Number 2, more activities around the world, because the activities that we had at launch in 2013 for online was abysmal. Okay, there was barely anything to do. There wasn't like, oh, I can go to the club, I can go here, I can play basketball. There was none of that stuff. You just drive around, you just kill people and blow up people. It was horrible. And I think that's why a lot of people stopped playing the game, because even if they did drop content for it, right? Like, people were just going around just blowing people up, doing this, doing that. So people just got like, all right, whatever, you know? So that's another thing too. So hopefully they'll add in content. Number 3, definitely going to be the Rockstar editor. You need that day one. Okay, if you don't got the Rockstar editor, how are these people going to be making content videos? They rely on the Rockstar editor. No matter what, if you play it on a console or on PC, each and every one of us have relied on the Rockstar editor. That's why you see all this content of like the jumps, this, that, because it's all done on the Rockstar editor. So hopefully they're going to have that at launch, right? For online. And the other thing too they need to also launch is the creators, where we could create jobs, create racetracks and stuff like that. So then we got fresh content to come back each and every week. So if I don't want to grind for missions in a game, at least I could jump into a race. I could do something else. Somebody created a mission. Cool. You know, I can jump in and have fun with my friends and stuff. Because if they don't got that at launch, then we're in trouble. I tell you that. I wouldn't be, personally for me, I wouldn't be playing it if they don't even have those things. Because those things are important, right? Because remember, the games are getting more expensive, right? Which they are. You're paying more. And on top of that, you don't want to pay more and you're getting the same old or less, and you're not going to have fun with the game long term. If you're going to pay a lot of money for a game, it doesn't matter, any game, you should have somewhat replay value. And it doesn't matter if it's single player or online. You need to have both, okay? Especially online. They need to have some type of replay value or some type of incentive to have people to want to come back, just like this. Like, again, we saw not that long ago the Xbox Developer Direct, right? You see how Playground Games with Forza Horizon 6, they have a whole bunch of replay value in there. They got buildings, you can create tracks, you could do co-hosts together, meaning that you can invite somebody and have somebody create a track and build together and do stuff and test things out. There's like a bunch of things you could do in that game. There's so much replay value, so much things you could do. You want to do drag racing, you can. You want to do toge racing, you can. You want to do street racing, you can. You want to go on the highway and race around the highway, you can. Right? So there's just a shit ton of replay value you could do. You could customize the car. You want to do paint designs on the car and sell it, you know, in game to make a few extra credits. You fucking can. Rockstar, I will hope, like, again, I don't know what the online is going to be, but I will hope that the GTA Online 2.0 is going to have some type of replay value feature in the game at launch. They definitely need to. Okay, you need to do it, because again, if you don't got replay value and it's the same bullshit, just like how 2013, people are going to get bored and get the fuck off the game, and they're going to play something else for right now, and then they're going to have to wait for how many years, like maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, for Rockstar to drop DLC and free content, and then you can go back in there and really play the game and grind for something. You know, you don't want to grind in the game and say, okay, I beat everything, did everything, now I'm bored. Now they're just going to get off and play something else. They don't want to go back on there and play that shit. And then you know how it was going. Like, oh, they dropped DLC. Okay, people came back. And then when the DLC got bored, people left, right? Or DLC drop, and then the car that they want is not even available. They just leave. And then they'll wait until it comes back, get the car, and then they'll leave. That's how it is right now in GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online right now. That's how it is right now. That is exactly how it is. It's crazy, but hopefully they add those things in there. And the in-game economy is going to be interesting because it's like, how is the grind is going to be in that game? Is it going to be a long grind? Is it going to be short grinds? How are we going to grind to make money in the game? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste my time spending 2, 3, 4, 5 hours like it feels like a chore, and I'm grinding for something just so I can unlock one fucking vehicle. So hopefully the in-game economy, like the car prices, the guns, everything else, hopefully they get rebalanced and a lot of changes with that. So again, I'm just bringing up, you know, things that you should be well aware of. But again, I'm just bringing it up just to let you know as a cautionary, just like a warning to let you guys know, like, you know, again, if you are going to spend this type of money and the content is not there, don't try to like force yourself to play it. Just wait for it. If you have to wait for 2 years for DLC to drop online for that, then fucking wait. Because I tell you one thing, it would be no point of just jumping online and again, you're not going to miss anything out. Everything is still going to be there online, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm missing out. Like, you ain't missing out shit. They're going to put double money, double XP. You know how this shit works, right? You know how it works. Like, they're going to do that type of shit. So don't sweat about it. Don't worry about it. All I can sit there and tell you is I say temper your expectations for online. Don't think for a minute like, yeah, they're going to have everything at launch. I will hope so. But, you know, long as they put in something like with replay value, at least the GTA Online creator thing, and also putting fixing the jobs, the GTA jobs and stuff like that, or missions, the structures got some different placement. Like, you know, like if I replay the same mission, it's not going to be in the same spot. It could be somewhere else, could be something new, could be a different structure of it. You know, hopefully they got some mix to it with the jobs, you know, with the replay value with that. If they add in creators and that, I think you'll be okay for right now. And if they fix the in-game economy, right, which it is going to change, and they make it a balanced, fair, no oppressor bikes, please. And if you are going to put oppressor bikes, make them shits expensive, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, you know, just like again, like it's going to be very interesting how that's going to work. But I'm pretty sure, like, again, they probably going to go with option A, and they're going to delay the GTA Online 2.0 until way later. Okay, when they get their content complete done. But online, single player should be ready to go. That should not be an issue. Now we're getting towards the end of the video, which is my favorite part, because then we can wrap it up with the calendar and I'm out of here. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm not talking about this shit ever again. So there's probably a lot of crazy stuff that you probably don't know. If you're a first timer, you probably don't know. But if you go back and watch some of my previous ones, you understand what's going on here. But I'm gonna just go over it quickly, and then we get to the more important stuff, right? So in 2025, like again, I was right. I made my predictions. I said GTA 6 is going to get delayed until 2026. I said that in the beginning or towards the near end of 2024 during like Tuesday. I said that. I said, hey, GTA 6 is going to get delayed until 2026. All right, people call me on the comment section, tell me I'm wrong and this and that. And it's like, I'm not wrong. Okay, and the reason why is because of, you probably see Borderlands 4 and Mafia, and I said those two games are under the umbrella of Take-Two, and Take-Two owns who? Rockstar Games with Grand Theft Auto 6. So I already know they're not going to put Grand Theft Auto 6 along with Mafia the Old Country and Borderlands 4, right? They want those IPs to sell well, so most likely they're going to delay it, right? People call me a liar and stuff like that, right? But I was right, because right here, GTA 6 delayed, and that was on a Friday the 2nd. And then they drop a whole bunch of news dump, right? And that's why you see a whole bunch of, like, you know, we got more information about GTA 6. So we got a whole bunch videos, trailer 2, whatever, right? We got a whole bunch of news dump. So there's that. The original release date for GTA 6 delay, the original one, was supposed to be on the 26th of May. which I already stated in the last video, right? And I said, look, 2026 in May felt like more like a placeholder than an actual release date. I knew they're going to delay it again because I don't feel confident about that at all. It's going to most likely going to be going towards where? The late holiday season, right? Sure enough, a couple of months later, we didn't hear nothing, right? But I was right about the Mafia. It was getting a release date there. Borderlands got moved up to the 12th. So, but I was right. It was going to be around summer and September, around, for both Mafia and Borderlands 4. So I was right about that. And I was right about it was going to get delayed until 2026. A couple months later, towards November, right, in 2025, GTA 6 got delayed again on the 6th, right? And it's funny how if you look at both of these two delays right there, there's a 2 and a 6, and that's 26. The news drop is on a 6. That shit is crazy. Everything is fucking 6. And then when you count the month, right, from the delay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like everything is 6, bro. It's like 2, 6, 26. Like everything is like matching up. The original release date was 26 on May 6th. Like it's crazy. Like like again, Rockstar can't fool me. I already know how they're doing it. Okay, they're pulling the same playbook like they did from Grand Theft Auto fucking 5. This is the same fucking playbook. Okay, same playbook, same bullshit. So with that being said, we got our second delay right here, which I already knew that was going to happen, and now the delay is on the where I feel more confident, and it makes more sense in this window that the launch of GTA 6 is going to be on the 19th of November, which that makes more sense. I feel more comfortable and confidence because you know why? The original release date actually they wanted to do was on the 26th of November, but they didn't because guess what? November 26th is on a holiday season. It's on Thanksgiving. So they said, okay, we'll just launch it the week before that. So what's underneath the 26th? The 19th. And they probably said, okay, we feel more comfortable in releasing it on the 19th. So there you go. Right? And I said in my last video during that, right? And I said, look, after this, they're going to be putting their heads down for the rest of the year. I know they got their little debacle going on and the lawsuits, right? And all that stuff, right? We already covered that. So they got their little debacle going on. And I said in that last video, I said Rockstar is most likely going to keep their heads down for the next couple of months. So from November, December, January, February, they're most likely they're going to keep their heads down, right? That's what they're going to do. They're going to be working on the game, right? So with that being said, we are in 2026. We are towards the end right here. If I'm not mistaken, we are on the 25th. So that is right here on a Sunday, right? Next, it'll be Monday the 26th, which is interesting. And it's pretty much nobody's not going to be going to work at all. But I don't think nothing going to really happen on the 26th or anything on January. I think they're going to keep their heads down all the way towards February. And like I said before, I said the Rockstar Newswire GTA 6, marketing ramp up is going to most likely start towards near the end of February, going into March, April, May to June. Okay, that's where you're going to see like trailer 3, all that stuff, maybe more news about it. We might see another trailer for GTA 6, maybe in the next couple of months or a couple of weeks. So we got to keep our eyes peeled on it. Now, again, I don't know when they're going to put trailer 3 out or anything like that. However, what we do know is we do know the GTA 6 official gameplay trailer, right? Which we already pointed out that evidence before because in 2013 from GTA 5 with their official release date trailer, right? If we go back just to show you evidence, right? That if you look down here, it says July 9th, 2013, and then this is right here, September 17th, 2013. That's literally about 2 months or a month and a half away from the game release. And guess what? Since we already know they're gonna pull out the same fucking playbook, right? They're gonna pull out the same playbook. So at least we know that, okay, we know where the release date is here, then it's most likely going to be either in October or September. The GTA 6 official gameplay trailer before launch is going to be shown between there, a month or two before the release of this game. And then we're going to have a launch trailer for GTA 6. So at least we know 2 trailers is right here. So you're going to have to wait for that. And it's just better to wait for this, because then you can actually see the real official gameplay of it and see, okay, what did they add? What are they going to cut? Did they cut down pedestrians? Did they cut down some of the draw distances? That's when we're going to know whether or not, like, you know, is these screenshots like that they showed off, like right here, are these legit screenshots where we're going to see a whole bunch of pedestrians, or this is more like the PC version? To me personally, with these screenshots, is most likely the PC version. Okay, these screenshots was not taken on PS5. I highly doubt it, because you're not going to see this many pedestrians on the screen. Most likely they're going to cut some of it back, or maybe they upgraded the engine where it's possible that they can. But be expecting there's going to be some type of cut or drawback, because again, they got to fit all of this stuff into a console, and we know it's going to run at 30 FPS across the board. So don't think for a minute, oh, if I get a PS5, if I get blah 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 and so on, so you ain't going to get no fucking 60 FPS. You want to get 60 FPS, go fucking buy a PC. Okay, I'm tired of repeating myself, but I just want to make sure it's clear to everyone out there that is listening. Do not listen to all these fucking phony ass fucking people. I'm telling you, these fucking grifters on here, they're grifting. They're just wasting your time. They just want your clicks and fucking views. Get the fuck off of that bullshit. I'm just gonna tell you some real shit. I have a PC. I played GTA 5 when it was on the 360 fucking struggling. So I already know that this game is going to get some cutbacks. And it's going to run at 30 FPS. So be prepared for that. If you can handle 30 FPS, good for you. If not, don't fucking cry and bitch about it. Don't look for hopium and copium. Okay? Just accept the fact and say, okay, either I'm going to buy this game or I'm going to wait until the PC version comes out. And I'm going to be waiting for the PC version myself. I'm going to be waiting for myself. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not in a rush to play or even buy this game yet. I'm perfectly fine. I played GTA long enough. If you play it 1-2 times, you play them all. Okay? I can wait for it. I'm perfectly fine. So with that being the case, right? At least we know what the game and the game, what it will look like. So I suggest waiting for this. Trailer 3 is not going to launch until probably around this month, this calendar month right here. Okay? We don't know when, but it's going to be another trailer 3. Most likely it's going to deal with the characters, okay? Most likely it's going to deal with that. Are you going to get a slither of gameplay? Sure. But don't get your hope up and your, whatever and blah, blah, blah. And you already know. Wait till the official gameplay trailer, then we can actually see what the in-game trailer or gameplay will look like playing on a console, okay? I'm just letting you know, okay? I'm just letting you know. So, with that being said, at least we know, again, I feel comfortable about the release date. I don't think they're going to delay it until 2027. The only possible way it is, that's if Take-Two CEO says, look, I want GTA single player and I want the online to be together at launch. If that is the case, then most likely they will go with option B, where they're going to delay it until 2027 to get the online to be finished and prepped with all the content features and stuff, and alongside with the single player game at launch. But I'm pretty sure what Take-Two is doing is they're going to go with option A, where they're going to release the single player game. Most likely they're going to delay the online. I'll be shocked if they're going to put the online together at launch on the 19th. I'll be shocked. But again, like I said before, don't expect like online is going to be like some extravaganza, because it's not. Most likely it's going to be like how GTA 5 is, but they might add in a bit more sprinkles to it. Little content here, little bit here. Again, we got to see how it plays out. But don't expect like, oh yeah, like we're gonna get a whole shit ton of content. No, it's not. Okay, no, you're not. Okay, you're gonna have to wait for that. You know how this shit goes. They're gonna drip feed stuff, vehicles, and all that stuff. Okay, so if you're looking forward to like mansions, house, apartments, and stuff, and a whole bunch of shit, temper your expectations, because if your content is not there, don't even think about trying to play online. Just wait for the content to come. That's what I personally will tell you, because again, when they drop content for online, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna disappear. It's not gonna be a one-time event. The content will still be there and it's going to remain there. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. All right, all you have to do is just sit back and just wait for the things and features what you want, and then once those things are there, then jump online and play the game and grind. At least you're gonna get your money's worth out of it, rather than just playing it and then you're gonna sit there and be bored as hell. Because you know how this shit works. So I bet you to God, somebody's gonna probably be beating that shit for within 2 weeks, and then they're gonna get the fuck off of that, and probably will never touch it again until like a year and a half, 2 years later. Then they jump in, do a whole bunch of content, then they're gonna leave again. You all right? We know how this shit works. I will hope that the online will be somewhat, has some features and some sprinkles in there, but again, it's going to be like the same thing at launch. It's going to be bare bones. I will not say too bare bones, but again, it's going to have maybe a few little sprinkles, and that's about it. Gotta wait for those contents to drop. You know how this shit works. They're not gonna put every single car in the game. They're not gonna say, oh yeah, they're gonna copy and paste GTA 5 cars list and they're gonna put it on for online. No, what they're going to do is like, yeah, we're gonna have a healthy car list, but we're not gonna put every single car on the list. You know what I'm saying? They're probably most likely gonna cut some of that stuff and sell it and put it for DLC for later. Okay, you should know how Rockstar works. It's a business, all right? They're there to make money. Okay. So with that being said, we know the trailers for these two. Trailer 3 is most likely going to be character trailer. We might see a slither of gameplay, and we might get more information. Now, the reason why I didn't put nothing on this calendar and it's blank, because we got to see where trailer 3 is going to land. Once we know where that lands, I'll make a video about it. Then we can try to pinpoint where maybe some of the other things, where other things might happen, like another trailer, another this. We might can get some pinpoint idea, so then it's going to be the road to release on November. Okay, so I'm keeping track of it. I'm keeping an eye on it, but at least we know a couple of things there. So yes, January is going to be quiet. Most likely February going to be quiet too. We might hear something in March, April, May, and that's when the marketing ramp up is going to start. It's going to start off for GTA 6. We might hear some news or information about the game, features that might be added. Might get an interview and stuff. We didn't get anything yet. All we got is we got trailer 2, and we have information about the game, so which is good. So we got photos, this, that, and trailer 2. However, we don't hear or see like, or them asking questions like features, this and that. And again, remember, we also got Game Informer as well. Game Informer does do the cover art for GTA. I think they also did it for that, and they had interviews. We might have to wait for Game Informer to see when are they going to do an interview with Rockstar with their next big game with Grand Theft Auto 6, because they're going to have a cover art, stories, information. So that we're going to have to wait for. So I will hope we don't have to wait for too much longer, but most likely January and February mostly going to be a very quiet year. Maybe towards the end of February, they might kick things off and might start the marketing ramping that point, or they might start it later. But be expecting that the next couple of months, like after near the end of February, GTA 6 marketing is going to start ramping up. So then you can start really keeping an eye on what's going to be dropping, what's going to go on, what are, information and stuff like that. That's when we're going to get the real deal, not these fake YouTubers regurgitating the same garbage ass information. I am tired of hearing it. Tired of it. Make believe garbage. I'm tired of it. So that's all I pretty much have for you guys today. That's all the GTA news that I have. So I think we all on the same page here. Okay, we're all on the same page. So I'm just letting you guys know. Don't expect, like, again, like, oh, it's gonna, like, look, it's gonna most likely gonna play out just like how GTA 5. It's just gonna be maybe better, a little bit better visuals, better this over here, a little bit of this, and you know what I'm saying. And everything else, it all depends on online. So we gotta see if they're gonna do an interview that Rockstar can talk about GTA Online. We might get a few more information and details. But again, some of the stuff, like, again, we're hearing like, oh my god, like 32 players is gonna be online. Like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Anybody can fucking guess that shit. Like that's a nothing burger. Okay, we know that. We fucking know that. Okay, we know that. Right? But yeah, so anyway, that's all I got for you guys. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the next update or any news that drops. If they drop it, I'll be on top of it. We'll make a video, we'll talk about it, okay? But until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.